get no warning when the bad turns.
Hey man, pour some more Henny in this cup, nigga. I know some of y'all probably went out back smoking and shit, but you know, I don't really get into all that. Yeah.
That's how we go.
Man.
So you
Boy, it's been a long ass week, nigga. We rollin' the same game, different levels, and we're dealing with the same hair, but different devils looking up to the sky to ask the Lord to propel us. See that girl I want when you see fit to email us when she finally texts you back. She say she miss you, but she only hits your line, cause you're convenient, so just tell her be specific. It's so essential, cause there way too many credits with no credentials. And you know that I ain't stunting at all. It's crazy how.
Yo, shout out to MassCtv. This is what, the 4th installment of Coolin Wit AC. I got a homie here, man. He does it all. You hear me? He does it all and does it well. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Brody.
I go by the name of Young Quael, man. I appreciate MassCtv for having me, and I'm here, man.
Yeah, bro. So, man, for those that don't know Quael, like, who is Quael, bro? Like, where you come from? Like, give me all of that.
Alright, so Young Quael. Originally, I'm from Atlanta, East Side, Stone Mountain, Decatur area. I came to Nashville. It's probably about 10, 11 years now. So you know, Nashville home, Nashville adopted me.
Yeah.
Went to TSU, played football first, quit that. Then I got into the whole hosting, rapping, music, a little bit of everything so far. So you know, I'm just a regular dude. I just figured out what I love to do, what I was good at, and you know, now I just want to touch the world, shine my light, you know, show that love to everybody.
That's great. Yeah, man. Like, I think me and you are very similar in having different avenues of communicating with people, in a way, like creating and relating. And I didn't know you played football, man.
Yeah. See,
I didn't know you played football.
That's why I came here originally.
Yeah, that's crazy. I didn't know that, man. So, like, what inspired you to jump into the entertainment world?
Man, I really can't even say I decided to do it. It just kind of happened one day. I just got out there. I stopped playing football, and so it was like, you know, once you're a college athlete, you go from your life being told every single moment of what to do to when you stop, you're like, man, it's so much free time, and you kind of like. So I just kind of dibbled and dabbled with it, just figuring out different stuff to do, and then I just came across music. A lot of my friends were doing music, so I would just go to the studio, kind of mess around with them, but it wasn't nothing I took serious. I knew how to rap, but I wasn't ever really thinking about it, anything like that. And then as far as just hosting and entertaining, I just kind of really jumped into that. I seen a platform, I seen everybody do it, and I was like, man, I could do this, it's easy. And then I seen an opening one day, and I was like, I just hopped on the mic, and then it was...
it was a rap thing. Man, that's great. So what was your first gig? Like, how did you get your foot in the door doing the hosting stuff,
what was
bro?
the first gig? I don't even know what the first gig was. All I remember was I was at TSU, and so it was like a transitioning period from like the fly major to like really nobody was doing anything, and then it was right when DJ Tui, shout out to Tui, he was just starting DJing. He ain't had nobody rocking with him, and then one day I was just like, man, I could do this, and then we literally just hopped on it and then just went from there. So we were doing everything at TSU, every TSU event. Then from that, we went to doing every city event to other schools and pretty much everywhere, and just kind of took off.
Dang, so when did you start traveling, doing that, and music at the same time?
See, I was kind of doing the music. I was already messing with the music, just going to the studio with the homies and stuff, but it wasn't nothing I took serious until I kind of was like, man, you're really good at this. And then I was like, but I knew I was going to take it serious. I was like, I knew that the hosting could get me to a level to where I could meet all the DJs in the clubs. I could put myself on a platform to where I could speak to all the people, and then I could transition my music to be through that way.
Absolutely.
So, you know, I felt like it was a thing where I could play one-on-one in the same. It was just all entertainment. I could bring it all together because, you know, with the hosting comes the music. I'm like, I get in the club, I get a DJ to play my club. I ain't really got to pay a DJ because I'm building relationships.
Exactly.
So now I was just like, it's just perfect for me. It was just, and it worked out. So.
Yo, that's dope, man. So where do you find your impact? Like, ever since you moved to Nashville and with you hosting, with you doing music and everything else, like, how do you see your impact in Nashville?
Man, see myself, I pretty much touch a little bit of everything that goes on in the city. As far as, man, there's so many avenues that I go through, whether it's an event, a party, or a basketball event, anything where I can speak. I pretty much try to touch on that to just doing the shows. And compared to when I first started, the hip hop scene in Nashville wasn't really too much of anything.
Right.
I can remember my first show I was doing it with. It's probably still a couple of them, but half of the people who I rapped on the show with, I don't even think they rap anymore. But I know I did a show I did with open mic with Mike Floss.
Mike Floss, yep.
He was on that show. He might be one of the only people from that show that's still doing music.
Wow.
Now that I think about it. No, Classic Williams was on that show. Curtis Williams. That might be it. The rest of the people, I don't think they in this city no more.
Yeah, man.
But I know that Nashville hip hop was really low right there. We probably went from doing shows with 10, 15 people to now it's packed out every show.
Yeah, it's growing a lot.
I
man.
literally seen like the whole thing, kind of like going from the youngin to the OG, because I was literally in the mix of one of the first people when we was really trying to get people to notice us. And now it's like everybody see what's going on. So.
Well, what do you think about the Nashville music scene, and who are your favorite artists out here right now doing that thing?
Man, I think the way with the music scene, it's really picking up, man. It's a couple different things that I think we should do differently, and and it's always gonna be things we need to do to elevate. But as far as the people supporting and knowing about the artists and just coming to the different events, that's picked up tremendously within the last 10 years, or at least since when I first started doing it. It's crazy. Now I remember seeing all of the people that I have rap with, like Petty, G Slab, Stan. These are a couple of people that I first started doing shows with. We was doing shows 10 years ago.
Yeah, shout out to all of them, by the way, man.
Yeah, all
Great
these
artists,
are homies,
man.
and all of these are my favorite artists from the city for sure.
Yeah.
I listen to all of their music. I probably listen to the homies' music more than I listen to
Mainstream. I think that's where it's headed now, because it's like, bro, it's so much talent like spilling over in Nashville, man. Because like I don't really see it as we don't have a particular genre. You see what I'm saying? It's all over the place, and the people that are doing their thing are doing it well too.
Exactly. Yeah, I will say that Nashville. I would say bar for bar, I put Nashville up against any city in the world.
Yeah, you said it.
Bar for bar.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't think nobody's rapping better than the people we got rapping here.
Yeah.
Point blank period. Or the music. Like you said, there's so many diverse things and genres that we really tap into. You got people who doing real hip hop, really giving you them bars. You got people who might be doing trap or club type stuff, but everybody's doing it at a high level.
Right.
We all really rocking with each other. It's a network of the artists, and we all really rocking with each other. We support each other, and it's just like, yeah, I'll put Nashville up against any city right now.
This is my question to you, since it's like Nashville is known as Music City, but it's been geared nationwide as it being country music. People not even knowing that, like the moniker Music City came from London, from the Fifth Jubilee Singers, which was a black, you know what I'm saying, a black university. So it's like, bro, like a black choir. But it's like, bro, how do you think our scene or the culture, because hip hop is now pop in a way, because it's very popular.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, how do you think we can get our music on the forefront with all the, the country music and stuff going on?
See, I think that's the hardest thing we fight against, because, Nashville is known as country music, and that's just like the thing that has been seen all around the world since, I don't know when, beginning of time. So, and it's not country music city, it's just Music City. Like you said, we came from the Fifth Jubilee Singers, that's a black school, getting down all of that. And so, but, every day we got to fight through that. People come, they're like, man, y'all got rap. And
bro, every day, every
single day, dog. Because as country music is so popular and it's so prevalent in society, even though rap is like the #1 genre and the #1 thing impacting pop culture right now, it's just hard because we in Nashville. Nashville is not necessarily a big hip hop city, or even a city that necessarily anybody in hip hop culture comes to, compared to like in Atlanta or something where it's more prevalent down that way. And so we just got to keep pushing, man. There's a lot of execs moving here. A lot of all of the record labels are here.
Yes, bro.
And they say they're looking for hip hop, but you just really got to find the people to put our music in the right direction. And then I think we just need more and more landmarks ourselves to kind of put a staple in the city. Like if we don't necessarily have anything, or nobody owns anything necessarily. It's like ours, or like a hub for like where we all be at. We all over. Then I don't think I want to say. I always tell people about consistency. Like we do shows, but it's not like we have like consistent shows.
Right.
Like, at least once a month, everybody's like, it's not nothing consistent. So it's just like random show here, random show there, random show there. So I think we just got to get more so a foundation. Our foundation has to be more solid. Even if it's us buying a building or just having a studio or something that just call ours. So like people know where to come. Like, all right, well, this is where they always at.
Exactly.
This is where we be, and something we could push, and then have the different avenues that we need to excel, and just somewhere to people don't know where to come to find that hip hop.
Well, it's funny you say that because when I had Floss on the show, he was talking about us having a hub just for like studio stuff and like just one particular creative space so everybody can create their stuff and then go there. But like you said, it comes to owning property, owning real estate and stuff to where we can build that. Because you think about the reason why country music has such a profound, such a big impact is because like every time you go down Broadway, somebody's performing country music at a bar, at every bar, right? So that's what we need. Like we need that bad. And I was thinking like we got Simmons Husky on Buchanan, we got Moguls Barber Lounge on Buchanan. If we can take back that entire block and turn it into something like that, bro, that'll be lit because predominantly black people.
We can make our own
anyway.
Broadway.
We can make it, bro. Exactly.
We just really got to come together. Everybody kind of has like it's really more so coming together and teamwork. They always say teamwork make the dream work. Everybody always trying to start their own thing. I got this record label I'm starting here. I got this thing I'm doing over here. And it's like, for what? If we push together as one, we will really have a better impact and a stronger impact and better for the city. Nashville, if we being 100 about it, black people don't pretty much own anything. We get like a couple of little spots, but the white people own it all. Yeah. And I mean, it's not. I don't know if it's they won't let us in, or we just not doing what we need to do to really get in, or we not thinking big enough to where they take us serious. Yeah. It's like they want to take us serious, but like you got to do it. We talking about it, but we need to really go ahead and get it going so that they see us. Like we here, we performing, but we building, we owning them buildings, and they see us, and they're like, all right, okay, this is where we need to go.
For sure, bro.
It's music city. It ain't country music no more. It's everything. So we just gotta find that and do it. Really.
I find you a well-versed artist as far as like the singing and the rapping and all that stuff. Good enough is my joint. I listen to that a lot. No, for real, like this is on my playlist regularly. It's like what inspired that particular song, bro? Because everything you're saying lyrically in that is very relevant to what's going on today. You know what I'm saying? Both on both sides, men and women. So speak on that, man.
See, the crazy thing about it, I wrote it from a different perspective. When you listen to it at first glance, it may seem like it's about a relationship, which I wrote it with the intent for it to feel like that because everybody does relate to that. But when I was writing it personally for myself, the whole topic of good enough was me actually being good enough for myself. Not necessarily putting my identity into a relationship or seeking that approval from a relationship or from people or from any materialistic things, but or even in relation to my music. When I first started, I was like, man, you like this, you like this, do you like this? What do you think about that? And I was like, dang, it might not be good because they don't like it. Until one day I was like, it don't matter if nobody like it as long as I like it, I'm doing my best. It's my thing and I'm good enough for me. And once I figured that out, I've been cool ever since, and I found that people gravitate more than you.
When you're true to yourself,
true to yourself, you doing your thing. You're not worried about the outside influences, man. You good enough for yourself, and that's the whole perspective that I wrote that from. And as I see, it relates to everybody very well. So.
Man, here's why it's on my list because I listen to a various amount of artists, but the ones that I gravitate toward the most are those that are very like introspective and true to them, true to themselves, or looking toward more towards self-awareness. Because at the end of the day, that brings about longevity. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because whatever vibe you put out in the universe, you can't deny it.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You can't deny that. So, what goes into the artist, the persona of Quael? Young Quael.
Man, really, I just be myself, man. Whatever I like to do. I mean, these days I pretty much stay to myself. Unless I'm really just out there grinding, but I put it all into my music, whatever I'm feeling. I just try to be vulnerable, be honest, tell my story, not nobody else's story, not what's cool in society today. And like you said, man, when you put your truth and you express how you feel, man, people relate to that. That's the stuff that lasts forever. And I always tell younger artists, I got a lot of dudes that always hit me up and they always ask for advice. And I'm like, man, you just got to be honest to yourself, man. That's what people love. Like, people literally love when you being honest, especially men, especially black men.
Man.
Because, we always taught to be so tough.
Man.
So when you the best thing that I heard a woman say that she said, man, the strongest man is a man who has the ability to wear his emotions on his sleeve. That's a powerful man because he's not scared. He's not afraid of nothing. He's not scared of the persona that, oh, you got to be so tough. You got to be this. You got to be that.
Right.
You just got to be yourself.
Yeah.
And once you're yourself, man, you're able to tap into everything. And it comes out naturally. You ain't got to try to figure it out because you're just writing about what you know and what's real to you. And, that just touches a different thing.
This is my question. Do you go out a lot in the city as far as like going to different clubs and like,
man,
and not only go like to the black clubs or you go downtown or midtown, like are you a people watcher whenever you go
that's
out?
all I do when I go out.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
necessarily like, well, now it's like, I kind of go out a little bit now, but I've been doing so many parties over the last 10 years that I don't even care for it.
Right.
They can't even pay me to come host stuff anymore. I just be over, honestly. As far as even if it's a black club, it's just all the same to me. It's never really been like it hasn't been a change. I don't really think it's necessarily fun to go out in a black party type thing. One, we don't even have enough of it because we don't even have any buildings. One club now for black people.
Exactly.
But even when you do go, it's the same thing. They're going in there. People just standing around.
It's just like it's a
just
facade.
Like they fun.
It's like the irony is about that. It's like how you gonna go out to a public place and be private?
Right. Like
just to be, you know what I'm saying? Just to be seen.
People want to be bougie.
Yeah.
They coming out, man. They worry about what they look like. Who here? Or they don't like this person. When you really supposed to go out to have fun, to relax. You don't work all week. You get 2 days out the week, out of 7, to just be able to relax. And you come in here, you all tight. I'm like, I don't like that. I don't rock with that no more.
I feel you.
Compared to, I have recently went out like downtown to Broadway and just a different place. It's a completely different vibe. Like they out there living. I had to see. Because, Nashville is like the top city to move to right now. So I be wanting to see what the hype is because white people love Nashville. It's like I'm in LA. They like, man, I'm trying to move to Nashville. And in my head, I'm like, for real? They like, man, that's where it's at. That's where the money at. That's where it's fun. And I go down there, they really living like it's LA. And it's a completely opposite spectrum.
Yeah.
You go to a black club, realistically, you might have to pay $20 to get in.
Right.
You're paying for all your drinks, and they're going to do this. On the flip side, you go down to Broadway somewhere, it's free to get in. They might get free drinks. They're going to play all types of music. They're not just playing white music. Right. They're playing black music because, like you said, pop culture is heavily influenced by hip-hop right now.
100%.
Number one most influenced thing. So they give you a genre, they give you a variety of music, and it's free to get in. And everybody there talking to you. They ain't worried about what they got on. They ain't worried about no designer clothes. They out there having fun, living life, and getting to the money. It's just different, man. So I would rather go downtown compared to going to anything else. It's been fun.
Man, as soon as you cross the interstate to whenever you're on West End and you cross the interstate to Broadway downtown, it's 2 totally different cities. Wow. At that particular point, right
now, I'm a believer in the hype that they have for Nashville and Broadway because it's that fun. They make it. You can go to club to club to club, and they really down there living their life, their best life.
Yeah,
it's turned up. I won't lie. They got some spots down there. If you ain't been downtown Broadway, to whatever spot you need to go. Whether it's FGL House, Crazy Town, Hard Rock,
Whiskey Roll.
They got all kind of stuff going on, and it's free, so you ain't got no excuse not to go. They turn it up. I promise you to give you a new perspective on the city, because there's stuff going on here for real. So you just got to be open to it.
100%. And like as far as like support for your music, do you get a lot of? Because you've traveled and done music, I've seen. Do you get a lot of support outside the city, or you get a lot more support in the city?
Man,
or do they or you get it from both fairly?
Now it's pretty much kind of matching up because I've been to a lot of places and I've done my music in a lot of places. Or even if it's a new place, I got a good way of relating to people and just being honest and people really liking that and feeling open to the music. And it's always good when you're performing and people relate to that well. So I pretty much get in love, but I always get major love when I come back to Nashville just from just from going to TSU and knowing everybody here, or even if it's a new set of people, like the music always relates well to people, man. So the support it's always love for sure when I hit the city and when I go out of town.
Yeah, now, if you could name like a subgenre, not to put yourself in a box, but what would you consider your subgenre? If Quael if Quael would just, if you could create a subgenre for you, what would it be, or what would it entail?
Man, my stuff is just really, it's just hip hop mixed with R&B, mixed with, it might have some pop, some stuff might have some rock in it. So if I can mesh them all together, yeah, that's what my sound would be. But definitely hip hop with a lot of melodic influence to it.
Okay. So who are your top 5 artists of all time, dead or alive?
All time?
Yeah.
Man, dead or alive. I gotta include Tupac.
Okay.
What else am I thinking? Andre 3000.
My dog.
What else? See, mine is crazy. Kurt Franklin.
Okay.
I'm heavy with gospel music. That's how I grew up.
Okay.
Kurt Franklin, Fred Hammond.
Okay.
What else? And I like Boys II Men too.
Wow. So yeah.
So my top 5 is really like R&B, hip hop mesh.
Yeah, that's great.
That's probably even my top 5. It's just so much music I listen to. But those is like, yeah, those was my top.
Those are great. I mean, Andre 3000 is one of my favorite all time. Cause the stuff that he says, bro, is just like.
Oh, he was way ahead of his time.
It's like, bro, like, how do you even think of saying something like that and it being pertaining to something real at the same time?
Definitely, man. He was the first son that I really seen like truly be himself and didn't care what nobody think about it, from the way he dressed to even his rap. Like, you couldn't knock it. Because first off, he was spitting. Yeah. So it really didn't matter what he had on. Right. But he had on some crazy stuff, and you looking at him like, man, he's not wearing this.
Right, exactly.
But what you gonna say? He's spitting and he's hard. Right. So it's like, man, I looked at that, especially when I grew up in Atlanta. It was Outkast is so heavy, and the world took to that by storm. So yeah, man, Andre 3000. That's probably one of my. If I could ever get a feature from anybody,
it would be him.
It gotta be 3K.
100%. Sure. On a self-awareness scale from 1 to 10, where do you rank yourself?
10, for sure.
Okay. Why a 10?
I just feel like I'm just self-aware to the top of everything. I'm always conscious of what I'm doing, or I'm in tune with everything around me. Yeah. How I'm touching people, how what I do affects people, how what people do affects me. I think about stuff all the time. So I'm a real heavy thinker. So
for sure, bro. Now, how did you get on with the Nashville Pro-Am, hosting that with Rashid and all that?
Man, when it first started, really, I just walked in. I said, man, I could turn this up for you. Yeah. And that really was it. It wasn't nobody hosting it. I think I went to one game. I knew DJ GB, shout out him. He was
GB, that's my dog.
GB was my DJ for before he moved. And so he was always doing my thing. And he was like, he got the basketball thing. And so I've been real heavy in basketball. I grew up playing basketball too. Yeah. And so I've always watched the N1 tapes.
Ooh, that's a throwback.
All the New York culture. Oh yeah. I can remember the first N1 tape. Matter of fact, I bought the N1. The Skip to My Lose came out. The very first. It was silver and black. It came with an N1 tape, the DVD or something. Yeah. I just remember watching Skip to My Lose. Classic. And it was going crazy. And I can remember how them dudes was always hosting. They was on court talking smack to all the players, and it was just entertaining. Yeah. And so when I seen that, I was like, oh, I could do this, and I could bring that element to it, because it was nothing that they had, and it was right when it just started. And so I was like, man, I could do this for you, and that was it. And then he let me rock, and we've been rocking ever since. I think it's been about 4 years.
Yeah, man, you've been going strong, man.
Oh, man, it's been going crazy, man. We bigger than ever right now.
And it's still growing too, which is lovely, man. Had some people come out this summer, man. It was wonderful.
Oh man,
there's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem, dog.
DG, man, I've been on DG and knowing of DG since shout out Jamal, his trainer. Yeah, we went to TSU together, man. We was all taking class together. There's a good too. Good engineering program at TSU, and he was training Darius since like he might have been middle school.
Yeah, he like 6th grade or something, right?
Real small before he became that, but even then you could just see. I used to go to Brentwood just to go run and help them all. I was just trying to stay in shape and just run with the youngest, just get them tough. But you could see then that he was gonna be a problem up until all of his games in middle school, high school, and he's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy on Vanderbilt this year. I'm in there.
And then one more question. what other endeavors do you have outside of hosting and music? And
so yeah, hosting events, doing music, of course. We I host a radio show. Streets 105 is based out of St. Louis.
Oh, that's lit, man.
Oh yeah, every Tuesday, Wednesday, 7 to 10. Me and DJ Tully on. We just hit 1 million streams, as a matter of fact.
That, man, congratulations on that, man.
They giving me a platinum plaque, so I told them I
lit.
got my first platinum plaque for 1 million streams.
That's great, man.
Yeah, man, it's definitely they hit us up and we've been growing with that, and it's only been popping for like a year. But we just hit 1 million streams like last month. It's been going crazy. Yeah. So do that, and that's pretty much it, man. I do some of the events with just hosting, and we got the spoken word nights that we do here in the city. Those is always crazy. Next Monday, if you coming out at Moguls, matter of fact,
at Moguls,
we're doing it at Moguls. You know, keeping it on Buchanan.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy. That's probably it.
So go ahead, bro, and give them your handle, dog. Like, where can they reach you on social media?
Young Quael, YOUNG, the correct way, QUAEL. Follow me on MySpace, Christian Mingle, Black Planet, Tinder, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, all of that good stuff, man. YoungQuael.com, gonna take you to my music. Apple Music title, have me good enough on there. New music.
Yes, sir.
All of that, I'll be in your city soon.
Yes, sir.
If I haven't already been there, we just got off tour not too long ago, but we're gonna touch everywhere, you know. So holler at me. I'll holler back for sure.
Man, I appreciate you having you on, bro.
Appreciate you having me.
Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And yo, this is the 4th installment of Coolin Wit AC. Shout out MassCtv. We out, fam.
Yeah, we just reached out, man.
Yeah, I'm back, and yes, I'm polished.
Yeah.
There's too many people trying to kick knowledge. Are they smarter than a 5th grader? Well, probably not, Charlie. I think they want to hear themselves talking. You can't see the shoes I walk in. Size 15, take a stroll in them. There's too much room for your toes in them. Life is like some Kenneth Coles, nigga. Because when your soul begins to harden, then insert them Dr. Shows in them. Are you gelling or jelly, homie? Ain't much you can tell me, homie. See, I think I been through a lot. Like a rash with a little pink eye, passion of pocket with a little B.I.G. Poppy. Please stop me if I am spazzing like it's whatever. Cause I'm focused on getting bigger and getting better. Check the forecast like forget the sweater. You gotta lose your bowels and get your shit together.
Yeah. Get your shit together.
Yeah.
Prepare for with any weather.
Yeah.
They say it rains, it pours. You know how we do it. I'm off the top of the dome. You know it's really fluid. I keep it bumping like a pimple. I try to keep it simple over the instrumental. Say she tripping like Ella May. I call her any day. I say it's Quael and AC. Yeah, we on the way.
Yeah.
AC like we coolin'. I'm with the Bloods, might be coolin'. I'm at the crib, yeah, it's cracking. You know what's happening. Look, we in the Ville with it. Young Quael, what he do? We can chill with it.
Chill with it.
Yeah. It's on the top. Was I good enough for you, baby? Oh, now was I good enough for you, baby? Young Quael. Look, still working on this thing called life. I do it twice and never change and never start over. Still sending extra texts when you coming over. Usually I be on the hand, but the thoughts when I'm sober, they seem to clear up, right? They don't, it feel so nice. We be making love to soul, yeah, it's spiritual. I wanna settle down, but these days would be a miracle. Different women every night, okay, so predictable. Told myself I changed what I be saying every year, so but ain't nothing changed but the numbers in my bank account, and honestly, that still ain't enough. I still ain't came up, I still ain't changed up, I still ain't famous. And lately, man, I don't even think I wanna be. And everything I said I be is what I'm gonna be. And if this the road to riches is where I wanna be, I would leave it up to you, but you ain't down for me. This how it sound to me, how these folks clowns to me. Man, this how it sound to me. These niggas crazy, don't know why they tripping. Let's get this money, ain't worried about no bitches. Just want a woman, ain't worried about extensions. Or nothing that to do with retail. But she stay up on her dream goals, respect the female. This for the college girls who ain't even got a booking email. A book in the mail, graduated and I stay with a focus. God bless me with a vision, got me saying, was I good enough for you, baby? Was I good enough for you, baby? Oh man, was I good enough for you, baby? Even in the times all this shit just
seem crazy, you was crazy, but I love you. Just wanna know maybe if I made you my baby, maybe today was a good